In today's video, I am going to take a first look at Joomla 5 and what it takes to update, not migrate, it's only an update, from Joomla 4 to Joomla 5. Hey there, Joomla fans, Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 224 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, migrate them to Joomla 4 so you can bump them up to 5. So if you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or even just to get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersoft.com, and let's talk. Okay, today's video is brought to you by our channel sponsor, mySites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Of course you do. Head on over to mySites.guru, get a free site audit for your Joomla site, and while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. And you can use the coupon code BASICJoomla and get a free month. Get a free month anyways, I think. But whatever. Why not drop the name, eh? All right. So, yeah, so I had a couple topics I was hoping to do today and did not have them ready. And so I realized I've not done anything with Joomla 5. I should change the thumbnail to a first look at Joomla 5. So we'll talk about Joomla 5 today. I'm going to update one of my Joomla 4 sites to Joomla 5 using the test. The stable version is not out until October 17th. Today is the 4th. So that is less than 2 weeks away, which makes like 13 days, right? Before I change screens, I just want to say that, there's lots of rumors and talk going around because of the shock of people as they have been migrating to Joomla 4, and then talk of Joomla 5 came out, and people were like, oh no, don't put us through this again. And so everything was decided that there would be nothing breaking in Joomla 5. And so that is the goal, and we'll see that today, see how that works. But there's nothing intentionally in Joomla 5 that is going to break anything. So deprecated code, let's talk about that. That's stuff that is no longer, is code that is no longer in use, but if it's present, still gets dealt with somehow. It doesn't break things. So in Joomla 5, there is no deprecated code being removed. There's nothing being removed. So if it works in Joomla 4, it works in Joomla 5. All right, let's think of deprecated code like this. Let's suppose that I had a restaurant and you came to me and you were paying in dollars from the moon dollars. All right, you've been to the moon on a vacation, you brought back moon dollars, and it was just really hard to process moon dollars as a business. But in order to give people heads up that I wasn't going to accept moon dollars, I would say moon dollars are deprecated, which means I'm still accepting moon dollars, but I just want to give you a warning that no more moon dollars in the future at a certain date. Let's say January 1st. Then January 1st comes along, and then you try to pay with moon dollars, and I say, no moon dollars at all. Go to the bank machine and get proper money or other money. All right. So that's what Joomla 5. Joomla 5 is not removing anything that is deprecated, which means even if there is stuff that's not going to work, say in Joomla 6, down the road because of improvements and changes to the code and new things that are available in that, if it's not going to work in Joomla 6, don't worry, it's going to work in Joomla 5. All right, what's in Joomla 4. So everybody that's out there, I've seen some people saying, hey, I'm going to wait until Joomla 5 comes out and then I'll migrate my sites, and I'll be interested to see how that works. And we're going to talk lots about it here on the channel, I'm sure. Now, that said, one more thing, just some, today is the 4th, and that makes next week the 11th, which is great, which means the week after that is the 18th, and I am traveling to my nephew's wedding in Ontario, so there'll be no Watch Me Work live stream on the 18th or the 25th, which would have been cool to, on the 18th, we could have looked at Joomla 5 as it had launched the day before, but I'm just going to have to wait a couple of weeks. And my clients are going to get moved to 5 anyway. So, all right. So, let's just check out and chat here. Hello to Bjorn. Ivor says hi. Nice topic today, Bjorn says. He had an exciting weekend by updating his breadsy.com site and his new article. What's the new article there? Maybe we'll check that out later on. And also, hello, Philippe. And Bjorn says he got a 49-inch monitor. Wow. That is awesome. I hope that you enjoyed as much as I'm enjoying mine. All right, let's turn our attention to the screen and let's get going. Yeah, this is where I want here. Artisan Tony, he just got used to Joomla 4 too. Yeah, well, we're going to see that, honestly, nothing changes. I watched someone's video looking at Joomla 5 the other day, and they could not find anything different. Okay, now having said that, they did find some things different. A couple of icons, little icons changed, little ones, and there was new plugins for schema. So like if you're setting an article schema or blog or, for Open Graph, that's it. Like it's, I think, as a layperson, as you remember, I'm a lover, not a programmer. Joomla 5 is going to be a big fat nothing burger. All right, because things are just going to go from 4 to 5. I really believe that. We'll see. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what's being said. I just have to trust those people that are saying those things. Look at this. I'm eating fake cheese today, by the way. My lovely wife got this for me because I was super late, as you can tell. Yeah, so I don't think there's really anything to worry about. I'm not worried. All right. And Bjorn has pointed out you must update PHP before updating Joomla 5. That's right. This site, the basic Joomla site, which I have not broken in a long time, here it is. It is running on PHP 8, and and Joomla 5 requires PHP 8.1. I've intentionally left this on 8.0, knowing that, because I want to see how that's handled. All right, now I don't want to break this site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to System, Install Extensions, and I'm going to install StageIt on here. I already have it. I want to make sure I have the latest version. Let's see here. StageIt 0824. That's not it. Joomla 3. StageIt 0926. There we go. So I'm going to put in latest StageIt, and we will make a staging area here for me to do this test. All right. Bjorn says, ugly as ever. A basic Joomla site. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had a co-op student do that, and it's fine. It's there. I stopped breaking this. I need to fix some of this text here. So, all right. So let's create a staging area of this site so we can do our Joomla 5 updating and I don't break things. StageIt will make a copy of the site in a folder. StageIt. Vinny, I just left it. I didn't say anything. Hey, things are a little bit dark here. Let me fix that up while this staging copy is being. Vinny, are your websites up again? Roshan had a big, not outage. Something happened when they were doing some updates, and a ton of their clients were down over the weekend, and I guess they have so much. They have petabytes of data to restore. 1 petabyte, I was looking it up last night when I was talking to my wife, is 1,000 terabytes. So they have thousands of terabytes of information to restore on their server from what happened. And they're gonna, I didn't even know they're gonna tell us what happened, but Your site. Yeah. So it's too bad. I hate those times. I've had that where things. Um, I've had that where things were where just stuff happens, and it's a terrible feeling. So I feel bad for them. So Ivor says he used Stage on a site last week. Fantastic tool, very easy to use. Vinny, they gave you 30-day hosting to at least get your email running. Good. The server farm where you have your servers had to change one out. Thankfully, you're renting them. Yes, I actually have to update my servers because the I have to get new servers because the version of WHM that I'm using, or the CentOS, or whatever's running on there, needs to be it's a migration, not an update. And when the salesman called me, he says, "Oh, I want to explain to you why it's a migration and not an update." And I said, "Don't worry about it. I understand. I know the difference. I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me." All right, so Stages is done here. So we're going to go here and log in. Now you'll see up here we're in /stageit/administrator. So therefore, any changes I make here are not going to affect the live site, which is great. That said, right, CentOS is EOL soon, in June. Yeah, right. All right, so that said, here, did this say, hey, Google, change the studio lights to 50%.
Got it.
There we go. Thank you, Google. You're very nice. Oh, we got a little bit more light on the situation here. All right, so to test Joomla 5, I'm going to go to System. I'm going to go to Joomla Update. I am going to disable automatic backups here. Yeah, and the Kiba thing. All right. I'm going to go to Options. And the default channel, let's go Joomla next. Save and close. Oh, that's still on there, is it? It says reinstall Joomla course. Oh. Okay, so Joomla next would be 5, but let's try testing. Stable. There must be release candidates right now, right? We'll change that. Let's see if it's going to offer us 5 here. No. All right. I figured I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do this, having not looked at it before. So let's see. Is that development? Either that, I'm going to have to go download it, right? No, that's not it. All right. Oh boy. Is there a way for me to, what do I have to do to get Joomla 5 test updating? Again, remember, this topic's very much on the fly at the end. And so let's find out how we go. Joomla 4, Beta 5. That's a news release. Let's go to Joomla here. Joomla 5 release candidate test final package. There we go. I'm going to post this in the chat. Vinny, you have some clients probably on the on Roshan as well, right? How have your clients been with their sites being down? By the way, drinking tea out of my Joomla Day USA mug here. It's not actually bigger than a mug. Look, it's like the I have to put it next to my head. It's a travel mug, I guess. Vinny, yeah, they've been patient. You've been freaking out. Yeah, it's just terrible. Just terrible. And just imagine what it's like for people that have commercial sites and companies. I mean, you have companies and commercial sites and that, but I'm talking about like people that are doing like hundreds of thousands of dollars a day through their websites and that. It's just a mess. All right, download release candidate 5. And let's see, we're going to do this one here. And we're just going to put it in the delete there. Now, I'm guessing, how do I test this? Do I just install it? How do I test this? Extract it. Do I just extract it over Joomla 4 in that space Ivor? All right, I'll try that, but why don't we try this first? Let's just go back here to testing. Let's just go to default. All right, save and close. Overwrite, you think. Okay, well, I'm going to try this. I'm going to go to upload and update. All right. And I'm going to choose that file. Remember, we're in Stageit, so we can just break things as we want. And again, for those of you watching, learn about Joomla 5, we're basically just looking at it today. We'll this Wash and Work live stream, so don't. If this seems really sloppy, it always is. And if we break things, fine. So I'll have better videos out. All right, let's just go there and let's. Oh, maximum upload size 16 megabytes. Aha. All right. Let me go into PHP. Multi-PHP any editor for here. I'm going to select a location, basic Joomla. And I need give me 64 megabytes of uploaded. 64 megabytes. Everything else here looks good. I'm going to apply. I go back here and refresh. There we go. Now we get 64 megabytes. Okay, open. Hello, Imran. All right, let's try this. I'm going to upload it. It looked like PHP was set to 7.2. I don't think so, because I checked before. This one is PHP 8. That one's running at PHP 8. I've got them all. But, all right, let's go back to see what happens with this update. We're updating over. We shall see. Am I sure I want to update? Oh, that was a slow update. No, that was a slow upload. Yes, I'm sure. Let's go up to here, put my password in, and install. Let's see. We're going to break something here. Aha! All right, so in my URL up here, it says com Joomla update task equals update finalize and 1, and it says, nah, you can't. Oh, no, yeah. Well, yeah, Tony, I knew that at the beginning. I think maybe you missed that part. I left this on 8 because 8.1 is required, but it wasn't on 7.2. But no worries, because we're going to go to PHP, multi-PHP manager. We're going to go to basic Joomla, and I'm going to apply 8.1. Okay, make it 8.1. Now, for those of us that use Stageit and MigrateMe 4, which MigrateMe 4 does a test migration from 3 to 4 inside a subfolder of your site, and Stageit, as we've seen, makes a staging copy inside of a subfolder of your site. If your site if your Joomla 4 site will not run under PHP 8.1, you can't update to Joomla 5 because 8.1 is the minimum requirement. So let's pretend that basic Joomla.com site if we find that there's something that does not work in PHP 8.1, by changing the version here, I'll be breaking the live site, even though I'm still working in the stage it site. All right, so that's just for those of us using that tool. It's something to keep in mind. Now I've switched to PHP 8.1, so I could just go to basic Joomla, basicjoomla.com. All right, and let's see, is the site working? Hey, it works. All right, so basicjoomla.com works on PHP 8.1. So when my attempt to go to 5 here should work just fine. Now, I just don't know. I'm going to refresh this full line that's trying to do the finalization. And there we go. And unknown column A ordering in clause. So I broke it. Com menus, menu helper. So something didn't quite take place. So that's why you want to. All right, and again, we're using the release candidate thing, and instead of just updating, I'm sure that when I'm 99.9% sure that when you're in Joomla 4 and you go to update to 5, it's going to do a test and say you can't because you have the wrong PHP version. No worries though, because here's what we're going to do. I'm going to close that. Oh, I'm going to close this. I'm going to close that one there. All right, basic Joomla /administrator. All right, and I'm going to go to components. I'm going to go to stage it, and I'm just going to rebuild the staging area. And we'll do another try. Now again, doing the upload might uploading this release candidate might be the problem, in which case I will go and I'll try Ivor's suggestion to just unzip it. Well, Imran, yeah, if it's possible, use a fresh installation. Yeah, I could do a fresh installation, and maybe we will do that. But I wanted to test to see how it's updating. I know that people have done. I've seen people say that they've tested updating their Joomla 4 site, and it has worked. So, so watch me work live stream. This is where we break things and figure things out. Well, where I break things. I don't want to drag you all into this. Oh yeah, I'll tell you that camera angle really makes this mug look huge, doesn't it? In my hands, it's like it's swollen, like I've been stung by a bee. Okay, so last week we were looking at Akiba settings, and with the Roshan troubles they're having at Roshan. I doubled down on making sure. Hello, Stefan. Stefan, I did see your email this morning, and I'll reply right after the chat. So, but anyways, so I revisited making sure that my client sites are backing up. When Akiba does a backup, it backs it up to my Dropbox, because this is a classic example of how even with a great hosting company, stuff can happen. And now I'm speaking very generally here. Roshan has not said this. This is not the situation. So please, I'm not spreading any. Don't start any rumors or anything like that. But even the best web host out there has something in their terms of service that says you're responsible for your own backups, and that if everything goes kaplooey, they're not responsible. All right, so how that works out. But again, I'm not saying that at all about Roshan. I'm just saying is that if you've got a website, make sure you have a backup of it in your own possession, because you're ultimately, if let's suppose the nuclear bomb takes out your web hosting company or the server company where your sites are hosted. I mean, there's bigger problems if someone's dropping nuclear bombs on places, but at least you have your site and you can move it and point your domain somewhere else, right? And then you're back up and going. Yeah. So it's good, and that's a service that you can offer to your clients. This is a service that I offer to them. It's part of my monthly management package, off server backups. And so it's important. You can tell people, hey, just explain to them. And of course, will people listen? No, I had someone say, I don't need that. And they're actually with Roshan, but their site is up. So, all right, let's log in. Let's go to System, Joomla Update. Turn off this, disable automatic backups. Upload an update. Choose the file. Let's try this here. Yeah. I almost think, too, it'd be good to have clients sign something saying, hey, all right, I encourage you to do this. Would you just sign that I did that so that if it does happen, you're not mad at me? Hey, unrelated, I had a client who back in May of 2022 asked me to do something for their organization. I gave them a quote. It was actually to come up with a new template and do some template work on a WordPress site in May 2022. So they work with their organization, a volunteer organization, and I just anyway, so they were trying to they had to get some information together and organize some things. They just got back to me a couple of weeks ago. They have everything organized, so that's 17 months. And, I was kind of playing around with WordPress a little bit, just so I could offer it to, I didn't want to have all my eggs in one basket, I'd like to have some variety for the income. But things changed along the way, and things are going so well with Joomla, and that I realized, you know what, this WordPress thing, trying to build it up as a distraction for me. So I'm just not going to focus. I'm not going to do any WordPress stuff. So when the person contacted me, here we go. Let's see, menus. What's show all MySQL exception. Oh, you know what? MySQL exception 425 here. Let's see this unknown column a.ordering in order clause. All right, so that's not great. Imran wants me to disable the Remember Me plugin. I don't think it's even there, Imran, but let's see here. All right. Yeah, broke. All right. All right, back to the drawing board we go. Stage it. There we go. Let me check the URL. Okay, let's go stage it and rebuild the staging area. So just getting back to that client. Because things changed for me and my focus in my company, and that's over 17 months. So I just said to him, "Hi, unfortunately, no, not I said, I didn't say unfortunately." Imran, yeah, Imran says for WordPress you can use Divi for all season, all purpose if you want to work with WordPress build site. I like Elementor. Divi doesn't really. Divi is not too bad, but I've been on a couple of WordPress sites that use Divi, and Elementor is the way to go. But anyway, so I said to this fellow, I said, look, my company has really grown. It is, I'm just not doing WordPress stuff. I'm focusing on this other stuff. And I told him that I would give him his deposit back. So I actually thought about going around looking to find someone that would do the WordPress site, but I just don't have time to focus that and do that work. I gave him a pretty good quote on just that template redesign too, or theme redesign. So all right, so let's go back in here. All right, so Imran's Yeah, what Tony said, do one thing and do it well. That's true because back when I gave him that quote, and actually that was a lead that came through a newsletter that I have where I send out jokes and things like that. I was I was looking for work and exploring things, and that has changed. Stefan agrees about Elementor, not Divi. Yeah, and I actually, I looked at what I'd quoted to, and I'll probably quote higher now for it. Of course, everything's higher in the last 17 months. All right, Imran wants to delete the Remember Me plugin. So I'm going to go extensions and manage, and we're going to search for REM. System Remember Me. All right, what does System Remember Me do? I don't think it, let's go System, Plugins, Remember, REM. The cookie authentication plugin must be enabled for this. I don't think that is what is causing the problem, but sends user spam. Well, we could disable that, but I don't think it's that, because that error that we were getting before was something in the SQL. So that means the next thing that we will do is, now that we've rebuilt that, let's try Ivor's idea, and we'll go into the file manager, and we're going to go into J4. No, we're going to go into public HTML. That's where the basic Joomla site is. Here is the StageIt folder, and now I'm going to upload that file and it is uploaded. So we'll go back to StageIt. Here it is here. Now we're going to Gustavo. Welcome. Welcome from Brazil. Thanks for excuse me, thanks for tuning in. We're going to extract. Close, and look, there's already an installation folder in there. We don't need the installation. And now let's go to here. We'll close. There you go. Unknown ordering. All right. Well, there's got to be a way to test this. Yeah, no, it's it's an SQL thing. There's probably a change. There's probably a change that takes place in the database for Joomla 5 that has to happen in the migration process, and just this installing thing is not happening. All right, let's go to StageIt, and I'm going to remove the staging area. Let's just see. Let's take out all the files for StageIt. Yeah, there you go. StageIt is gonzo. Great. All right. Let's go here. And let's go begin. Okay, we'll make a new staging area. How? All right, while that's running, let's take a look at a few things. It says, what's new in Joomla 5? Yeah, I think that they probably are. Why don't we do this? Just while we're in here, the best way to test if that's working on my SQL is this. We will go to because I think that error is it's an unknown column. It's not that there's I don't think it's that. But let's go here. Let's go to domains. Let's make a new domain, j5.basicjoomla.com. Let's spell it properly. j5.basicjoomla.com. Create a new domain. j5.basicjoomla.com. Submit. All right, J5, there we go. Let's go to its file space. Let's upload the full package for Joomla 5. Great. All right. Now, let's go to here and go to j5.basicjoomla.com. You don't have permission to access this resource. Let's refresh this here. J5. Oh, it helps if I. Hey, hey, nobody typed in chat. Unzip it first. Extract. Of course, I don't have permission. There's no file in there for me to access. All right. There's an actual release to. Okay, how do I do a test update from a Joomla 4 site, Stefan? That's what I'm wondering. All right, here we go. Enter the name of your Joomla site. Test J5. The real name of your super user, Tim. Cybersalt. Set the password for my super user account. Let's go Bitwarden. Let's generate the password. You can't see this. I'm going to go paste. Excellent. Let's use my email. Let's set up the database connection. All right, so we have to go back into cPanel. And we have to create a database here. All right, so domains, database, MySQL database wizard. Now, all right, we're going to call the database J5. And I always like to switch things up for the user so that they're not identical. So I'll call it 5J. Of course, it doesn't make a difference since I'm doing this on my doing this on a live stream. I'm going to use the same password just because it saves me creating another one and hiding it and everything here. Always use different passwords for things. We're going to go create user. All right. Whoops. All right, we're going to add all those privileges. Bjorn, yes. Bjorn, did you get the Samsung curve? Yeah, I had. I could not figure out how to turn off my monitor the first time I tried to turn off. There's a button underneath, but actually I pushed it, but it would bring up a menu. But it wouldn't, I couldn't figure out what to do. But then I realized that button is actually a toggle, like a little joystick to move around to things. So, all right, so here we go. All right, localhost. The database user is this, J5. J5. Did I? I didn't. Let's see here. J5, J5. Database is J5. All right. The user is 5J. The database is, there we go, 5J. And there we go. I think I got this right. No, what did I do wrong? MySQLi localhost basic to 5J username provided by your host. Yeah. Password basic to J5. Well, let's just look this here. J5. I'll tell you, this trips me up more times. 5J. Okay, let's just see. Let's just switch screens here while I fiddle around with this password here. Oh, the password I pasted was actually... Oh, and actually, you know, the password shows. It's visible. So that's good anyway. So, all right. I actually had pasted for the password the database name. Bjorn said auto turned off after 4 hours. Oh, okay. Now it's forever. I really like the screensaver. I'm using the screensaver on mine, showing pictures. So my wife and I actually enjoy seeing the pictures that come up on that from that we've taken over the years. All right, remove the installation folder. Yes. Open the site administrator. So again, I need to just switch this here to and put in my password here. All right, let's go back to here. All right, and let's go log in. Oh, now this is dark because I have my browser running in dark mode. So your results may be different, maybe not. All right. Now, well, why don't we just, I really wanted to try updating my site, but I don't know how to find that, to do that. Okay. All right, well, let's take a look at the, I'm going to move this over to off the screen here so I'll read this and we can go and look for things. All right, so I'm reading the list of what's new. New colors for the back end, I guess. Oh, here we go. Dark mode. I'll turn off dark mode in my browser. Okay. Oh. Looks dark anyways, doesn't it? Okay. Add a welcome tour. Let's say yes to stats here. I'm going to turn back on this dark mode thing here just so. Oh, this is light. Oh, is this the new back end? I don't know if it looks the same for you guys. All right, a new welcome tour. And let's see, add welcome tour. What's new? Small bug fixes. Yeah, already. Speed improvements, automatically optimizing the source code. Many improvements for the administrator, dark mode style. Issue with session handling for error reporting is being resolved. Changes from Joomla 4.4. All right, so let's go to System, Global Configuration. And do we have something? Is this dark mode? dark. Nothing there. Looks all pretty much the same though, right? All the stuff there. Debug is there. Database session time, server, information. Bjorn, thank you. Try updating. Whoops. Where is that opening? Oh, there's the file. Oh, you pasted the link to it. Okay. Update package. Oh, okay, that could help. You want to paste the link where you got that? Yeah, that's. I clicked that 4 times thinking a page would open up. All right, let's leave this window here. Let's go back to stage it. Let's log in. And let's go to System, Joomla extensions, Joomla update, disable automatic backups, check, now upload and update. So I'm going to put in the file that Bjorn just copied over here. Oh, and I'm going to go choose files. And what folder did that browser put it in? That browser put it in downloads. Okay. Now, this does not open up the window for you to see. So that's good for me to realize. Let's go to downloads. All right, so I'm going to put in this release development update package. And there we go. Unrelated to Joomla, Canva had a big release today. I had an appointment set to see it, but I was sleeping instead at 9 a.m. in the morning. But they had some new exciting thing. I guessed it was going to be AI. And when I went on there just to quickly make the thumbnail for today, yeah, it is. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Canva is offering for AI. Yeah, Bjorn, you don't know if it'll work. Yeah, we'll see. I know people have been testing it, so. Nope, same thing. Unknown column, a.ordering in order clause. Okay. Now, for those of you that just tuned in to watch and check out Joomla 5, this is really not have anything to do with Joomla 5 so much as because I'm just looking for the testing package. The new package is released too. Yes, it's just trying to components stage it. Let's rebuild that. The UI should, I think it should look something like this. But here we are back here. So let's see. I wonder if this is starting out in dark mode. Let's go System, Site Template Styles. Let's go to Administrator, Atom, Color Settings. Oh, okay. Light background, yeah. Details. Dark text. Okay, we can. I mean, you can definitely choose your value for the dark template color. All right. How to change this from to light. I'm pretty sure this is the dark. I actually don't mind this. This also could be my browser. Keep that in mind too. I think, yes, Tony, I think it is a browser thing because I've got this let me open up Chrome. Okay, Stefan. We'll see you later, maybe. Let me just open. I've got Chrome open up over here. Just going to go, and you can't see this. The j5.basicjoomla.com/administrator. And CyberSalt. And let me just paste that in, log in. All right, and now let me just see what we're looking at here. Yes, this is because of my browser. Although I'll tell you, I think I also have Windows running in dark mode as well. So let's let me just see here. Color system. Let's see. Choose your mode. Light. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right. That'll make you happier, right, Imran? All right, let me explain what was going on there. Oh, and Imran needs to go. All right, so here's what was going on. I have Windows 11 set to dark mode. I also have this little app up here for switching from dark mode to not. No, the dark is better. I like that, but I just could. But I've got a couple of dark mode things happening on my computer and in the browser. That was something else. So Tony was absolutely right that it was a browser thing. We'll leave it on here for the bright mode here. But now, having said that, notice nothing has changed over here where in my Joomla 4 site, Joomla 5 was honoring my dark mode settings, whereas Joomla 4 was not. So that's an interesting change. All right. But that is super bright. And ours, Tony's used to the light mode. Yeah, I really like dark mode. All right, so what we can see here is we go to the home dashboard. Really, this doesn't look much different than Joomla 4. That video that I was watching, that another person did, I forget his name right now. These little gears might be a bit different. Yeah, the dark mode extension, but also corrupts the articles and writing. Bjorn, have you loaded... oh, let me just tell you for your screen while I'm thinking of it here right now. Power Toys. Power Toys, because you're running Windows, right? Power Toys. It gives you a really great way to break up your screen into different areas for doing work. Okay, you've got it. Good. In fact, maybe you had that before. Maybe we talked about that before. Okay, so where is my list of things that are new over here? All right. Oh my goodness, I got a lot of Windows happening here now. Oh yeah, that's dark mode definitely. Okay, so okay. New colors for the back end. All right. Maybe some slightly new colors there. Yes. Add a welcome tour. Where are tours? Tours. Up here. Show all tours. Welcome. Is that how to do that? How to do? How to create articles, how to create art, and how to create users. Well, I don't see the welcome tour in there. Event argument setters now use on set callback. All right, don't know that. Solve JHTML and HTML helper BC issues. Administrator dark mode improvements. Okay, so we saw dark mode. I don't know if this actually works. Is this actually what dark mode's supposed to look like? Because I get different results from this button being on and off up here that I use on the browser. But yeah. Improve PHP 8 compatibility. WebAuthn library update. Bootstrap 5.3.2 update. All changes from 4.4. Stabilization and cleanup. New dialog design improvements. Design improvements on dark mode for Atom. Okay. Many improvements on cleanup and readability for the source code. Minimum Node.js version increased to 18. Workaround updating issues for system plugins using deprecated classes. All right. So there is a point there. So plugins using deprecated classes, there's a workaround in place because nothing is supposed to break, just as we said at the beginning. Great. Removed WinCache support. Several custom implementation of scheduled tasks have been moved from system plugins to scheduler plugins. Log rotation, update notification, delete action log, session garbage collection, privacy constants. All right. Block and unblock are now logged in the action log. Okay, cool. So if you block a user or unblock them, that is added to the action log. Implemented public directory creation with CLI installer. Improve custom defines of JPaths. Remember, if you're just tuning in, I'm on this page. And really, there's other than looking for that tour, there's nothing that I can go looking for to check out here, right? Show on filter rules are now applied to custom fields. Okay. Show on filter rules now applied to custom fields. So that's a functionality thing. That's not breaking anything, but that's cool. Try installing that admin template. Okay, I will. Let's go show AVIF support for Media Manager. Oh, okay. So if you're uploading AVIF files, Media Manager supports that. New modal window added and used for most of our select buttons, like article select. New method uses post messages for communication between iframe and window. New modal window added and used for most of our select buttons, like article select. Articles? There's no articles here. Why don't we do this? Oh, let's go home. Let's install the blog sample data. Articles. So if I understand right, something is different. Maybe it's these little pop-up things. I don't know, but they've changed something. JSON document no longer be forced to download 393. Oh, okay. Removed no longer working reCAPTCHA plugin also on update and removed from core reCAPTCHA invisible for new installations. Oh, interesting. So no longer the reCAPTCHA plugin no longer works. They remove that, and they remove from core the reCAPTCHA invisible for new installations. One-time password field has now a proper autocomplete setting. Activated translation repository for Joomla 5. Schema.org implementation and improvements. Now that is new, but it's not anything breaking. But if we go to plugins and filter options and select type, let's go down to schema. And here you have blog posting, schema book, event, organization, person, recipe, job posting, blog posting. If we go into here, allow extensions. Oh, okay. Adds blogs as a new schema type in existing schemas. Allowed extensions. So articles can do that. Contacts can't. Does that mean content and articles? If we go into here. Oh, see, there's a new schema tab here, everybody. That's new. You have to configure the plugin first. Open this link to configure that. Okay, what am I? An organization or a person? All right. Let's say basic Joomla. And an image and social media accounts. Okay, so this is for putting things in, setting the schema of your site. Great. That's going to be nice. A nice addition. Let's save and close. Oh, wait. I have to put in, let's take that field out there. All right, save and close. All right, let's go to content, articles, typography, schema. Aha, okay, so I've said that I'm an organization, and now I'm going to say, hey, this article, what is it? Is it a blog posting? Is it a book? Is it an event? Organization? Person? Recipe? Job posting? So that's new. But you know what? Again, keeping with the thing that we want to look at is that's not breaking anything from Joomla 4. And in fact, you might think, well, hey, once this is set up, there must be, I wonder what we'll be adding to articles, existing articles. There's probably a way to make them all blog posts too using DB replacer. But all right, so that's cool. That's new. JavaScript import map support for Web Assist Manager. Remove ES5 support. Add the possibility of serving Joomla from a public folder. Allow custom modules for error messages in Cassiopeia and default template. Schema types. It's an open graph thing. It's in my head, but basically it's for appearing in snippets in search results. A website is a set of related web pages and other items typically served from a single web domain and accessible via URLs. Instances of website may appear as a value for properties. Let's go right to the horse's mouth here, right? Schema. Let's see here. Schemas. Here, let's see. What did they do? What do they do? I know what they do. They tell search engines what type of content there is. Just another way for things for them to manage and drill down results. But why is structured data schema important for semantic search? There we go. Yeah, let's read this one. Yeah, so let's do this. SEMrush. There we go. Yeah, it could that pigeonhole your site. I think, someone the other day asked me whether they should write short articles or long articles, which was best. And at first I was thinking about as far as search results. But I think the thing to fall back on is that our content, the number one goal that we should focus on in our content is who's going to read it. Mr. Beast was talking about the YouTube algorithm. And basically he said, think about the algorithm on YouTube as the audience. So everyone's trying to figure out a lot of people try to figure out how to get YouTube to trick the algorithm so it automatically shows their content before other people's. So think about search as the same thing. instead, we don't want to try to beat the search algorithm of Google. We want to create content that people want. If we're creating content that's good and that people want, they're going to read it. Now, the trick is, how does it get found? And so let's say if we look at this article here, why schema markup? What is it? Also known as structured data, a code standard used to help search engines understand and categorize web page content. All right. So they're going to use this example here of this recipe. It's a recipe. And I guess is that one of the schema types? Maybe it is. If you have a recipe and you put it on your website, if I put one recipe on my Joomla website, so a recipe for birthday cake, like they have the example here, I want people searching for recipes to know that there's a recipe on there. So I might have 100 people searching for Joomla stuff. I don't care if they're going to go to that recipe page. And now if I just have it on a Joomla site, no one's going to find it. But this is a way through schema, you could say to Google, hey, this page is a recipe. And so someone's searching for recipes, Google's going to know, going to say, hey, where are we at? Oh, well, here's a page that's a recipe. So think of it more as a way to better indicate what type of content you've got, and so that Google in search results can deliver that content to the audience that you're looking for. Now, of course, if you have like a Joomla site that has 100 pages about stuff about Joomla and you throw a recipe on there for birthday cake, that's not the rest. Excuse the pun. That's not the recipe for getting a lot of traffic to your recipe page. You probably better have a recipe site, but who knows? So types of schema markup: article, book, breadcrumb, carousel, course, dataset. Oh, 32 types of schema. Yeah, so there's a lot here. Recipe, logo markup. Wasn't that what tags were for? Yeah, tags in Joomla are for that. But I don't think, if you're referring to tags in Joomla, I think that tags in Joomla is great for people navigating. It's for the human eye. Oh, I want to find other recipes on this site. But for the spider eye of search engines, if we have a tag called recipes, maybe you have a tag called good recipes. Maybe you have a tag called recipe for disaster. So I think it is for the search results. So, and that's the challenge of our websites, because we're designing for humans, but we're trying to be found by, I guess now, AI, and by the search results. And we want them, once those results come to once a search engine points someone to our site, who are they pointing? Well, they're pointing humans. And if they're pointing humans, once they get there, they have to be able to read it. So we need content for humans, but we have to structure things on our website so that search knows how to find it. Because please activate SEM Rush's dark mode toggle at the top. Is this the dark mode here? Oh, how about that? Yeah. Yeah, I got dark. Hey, now what if I do this? I can double dark mode it. No. There we go. That's interesting. You know, this is bright orange like a sun, and then that looks like the moon. Cool. Yeah, so it's great that this is built into Joomla. Of course, there are other things. I'm pretty sure that Tasos's Open Graph stuff probably does this, but easier for the eyes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, remember back in the day where you put a website up, man, you just were killing it, because very few people had websites. And then there were some things that you could do to trick them. You know, people would put a lot of keywords on a white page with white text, and the search engines, they weren't so smart. They would say, oh, look at, well, this guy mentions cats 1,000 times on this page. This must be a great cat page. But then they caught on to that, and then they started looking at, oh, wait, this is white text on white background. This guy's gaming the system. Let's penalize him. And from there it goes. So, okay. To convert, let's go back to where we were. Okay, Smart Search Index now contact images. Oh, Smart Search Smart Search will now index. Yeah, Tony doesn't like dark mode for editing articles. Oh, light mode. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's got their modes. I do everything in dark mode, which is too bad because the odd program I use does not have dark mode, and then it's like it's super bright. Okay. Finally, all events have been migrated to own classes. Index and contact images. Yeah. Convert of events from single events to event classes. Introducing a new Joomla modal dialog replacing Bootstrap dialog. Toolbar is now available in HTML document. Code mirror is now used in Tiny MCE again. Deprecation fixes for PHP 8.2. Many improvements to schema.org implementation. JavaScript import map support for Web Assist Manager. Removes ES5 support. Add the possibility of serving Joomla from public folder. Already said that. Allow custom modules for error messages and CastleP in default template. Internal code restructure to use more modern APIs. Tiny MCE 6.1. Hey, we should check that out. Font Awesome 6.4. Web Authn library has been updated. Many smart search improvements. Debugging, additional taxonomy options. Indexing custom fields. Code Mirror 6. Backward compatibility plugin. Allow to order the backend menu. Oh, wow. And many more. All right, we're going to look at Tiny MCE, but let's look at this back-end menu thing. I thought that's what you meant, Tony. Tony likes light mode for editing. All right. Bjorn says, I think J5 comes with prefer the UI dark mode or light mode included. You hope so. I think it's just, to me, it looks like it is really just obeying what you have switched on. There might not be a switch for it. It might be taking it from your browser there. Oh, and you also said to install the dark mode template. All right, let's go back and go in reverse order. So first of all, the thing that I saw there was close. Let's go to menus. Menus, manage menus, site, administrator. How would you, okay, it says allow to order the back end menu. Here's the back end menu. How do we order that? How do we get into that menu to order it? All menu items, administrator. All right, because that would be great to be able to do, to move the order around here. Although, you know, although for the number of sites that I end up helping people with, that would be a nightmare if the order keeps changing. But I guess if you like to do it, options. Options. Main menu, templates, manage, see in modules, site templates, administrator site templates. Okay. No, that was system, administrator modules. Options. these can be ordered, but it's the menu, the back end menu. Where can that be? Where do we get in to see those? That's the trick. That is the trick. User permission. There's no menus here. Not up there. Is there a menu type here? Admin menu. If I go into there, use a preset. Yeah, Joomla main menu. All right. I don't see where you could reorder that. That's what it says. Allow to order the back end menu. Let me just see what. All right. Let me bring this over here so we can see it together. To test, clean install from the rebuilt package. Go to all menu items. Oh, okay. So there. Okay, gotcha. All right. Here's the deal. Go to menus, all menu items. Uh-oh, wrong Joomla site. Go to menus, all menu items. I thought that's what he was showing here. All right, let's go back and look at the little pictures here. Drag and drop. Okay, do test. Clean install from the pre-built package in this PR. Create multiple site and admin menus. They don't need any menu items in them, just for test this per. Drag and drop the change order. Refresh the page and you'll see changes take place in the sidebar. Okay. Here's the C. Okay, so here's the look. Manage. Main menu, yeah. You can change that for the main menu, yeah. These change around, yeah. Go to all menu items. Go up to manage. Administrator. Okay, so this is making them. Okay. And all right, I'm watching this here. This is all right. Well, it says here, create multiple site and admin menus. They don't need any menu items in them for the purpose of this test. Drag and drop to change the order. Refresh the page and you will see changes take place in the sidebar. Update an existing test site using a pre-built package in this PR. Repeat the steps above. All right. Well, all right. We'll revisit that because sure, if you're making a new menu. Oh, Bjorn's got a thing here that we can check out. Okay, just what am I looking at here, Bjorn? Oh, and actually, I have to do this. Control copy. I have to make a new tab and put here. This is what Bjorn just shared here. I don't think that's what... This is what Bjorn shared. Right, Bjorn? See modules. Just looking to see if this was what I read that item to be is that you can change the order of these menu items here. Oh, but you saw that, didn't know. Okay, well, we'll revisit that because okay, let's see here. Here's my list that I've been going through here. It says right here, allowed to order the backend menu. Here's the backend menu here, which I think that's what it means. I guess the value of that, Tony, like I said, I like that all Joomla sites are the same, but I guess you could move menus up above content, or maybe if you were doing a lot of user stuff, then you would want to have the user menu and submenus more available up top, so you weren't always having to click down below. Because some of the sites get really long down here in the admin, and I would like to move some things down, especially the ones third-party components. And then you have those other ones too, where if you have, I think Community Builder's one, and when you open it up, it opens up a whole drop-down list of like 20 more things. That would be something you'd want to have moved down to the bottom when they're all collapsed, so you don't have to keep going all the way down to collapse it. So that's just, there have been times where I wish I could change that order, but you can't here. All right, content and articles. Let's look at the new Tiny MCE, and then we'll go do that Dart template. Articles. Let's go into typography, and we'll go to content, and here's the new Tiny MCE. Now, I promise not to get going, but let's put an image in here. This image button here, source. All right. I'm just going to say, it just doesn't work for me. I know you can get the source of an image, but I need to be able, I want to be able to click on something. Look, I can do here. We can go like this. We can go to Media Manager. We can go to get this image, and we can get the link to it. Okay, and there it is. Copy. Great. Go back to articles. Go to typography. Go and click here. We can put that image in. We put the source in. Great. And we can do our alternative and stuff like that. Yes, Bjorn's, yeah, I was going to do that, Bjorn, go to content image, but people intuitively are going to look at that and say, oh, that's how you add an image. We're going to say 200, and we can give it a class if you know what it is, left or right. So let's go right, and advanced, space, let's give it a solid border, and let's go save, and there it is here. Now if I click that, that's great. We can go into here, and we can edit that. So even though the source sucks a bit to do it that way, we can do that. All right, so now let's click here, go to CMS content, and go to media. And now we'll insert the same thing. We have our alt text there. But again, we don't have any option for putting in size or anything. Now we can do this. And I can click that and I can drag it. So there's that. But if I click that and go to here and go to media, it doesn't remember that I've picked this here. All right, so just use JCE editor on your Joomla sites. That's all I'm saying. And I understand that they're using Tiny MCE. It's another product, but why? But is just, for me, it's just always been a core thing to be able to just put images in. Anyway, so it's not for me, but JCE editor works and it's free, so that's good. Try the settings in the plugin. Yeah, let's go back to System, Plugins. Let's go to Editors. No, let's go to Editors XTD. Here's the Media button. Displays a button to insert media into an editor area. No, okay. It's Tiny. Tiny. Editor Tiny MCE. Here, that's right. Okay, so we get a lot of settings here. Excuse me. All of our advanced number sets. Yeah. Site skin. Yeah. Yeah. So there are settings there, but not here. All right. Images directory, you can set that. Yeah. So there are settings here, just not great for images. Okay. Better Tim, not bitter Tim. All right. Now up here we've got to try. Let's find this here. Try installing this admin template. All right. Okay, and the admin template that was linked there is this one here. Muta basically is Atom with some twists. Modularity prefers introduction to child templates. Okay, so let's go downloads. Let's release the most recent one. And we're going to put that in delete, and it is a compressed file. So let's go system, install extensions, and I will drag from the browser to here. And we will go to System, Administrator Template Sites, Administrator Template Styles, Muta, we will make that there. And now that's it. Hey, if we change this, does anything change? Oh yeah, it's changing a bit. Watch up here, these buttons up here, this is Atom, the default, and now we click here and it changed a little bit, slightly blue on the back. Let's look at our options in here. Color settings. Okay, choose the hex for your color, link color, that, right? CSS variables. Okay, ignore OS. Do we have any toggle there? No. Set color to monochrome. Oh, there you go. Nice monochrome setting. That's in Joomla in Atom as well. Ignore operating system theme change events. Oh. Let's try that. So that means if I switch this, no, it didn't ignore it. Okay, let's leave that there. Fonts, you can change your main font. Cool, mono font. And image settings, where you set an image. Brand large, brand small. Okay. Let's just switch to dark there. Let's go close. And home dashboard. Yeah, that's very, very dark. And if we turn off that darkness there, you know, I think this is just a bit, here, let's do this, duplicate. Let's go system, administrator template styles. Let's go here. Let's go home. All right, so this is core and J5, and this is the muta from degrammatical. So when we switch back and forth, there's a little bit of change here. So for instance, up here, the toggle menu is not highlighted all the time. Things are shifted around a little bit for layout. Notifications end up over here, and this is there. And shading here and sort of green here, whereas this is just the same blue in the background. So slightly different color. And if we go dark, pretty much the same. Up here, home dashboard. Oh, we do have it up there. Sorry, I was wrong. Yeah, just it's even less different there. All right. Well, then that just leaves our last thing that I wanted to try, which was this. See, there's an example that my password tool. Let's see if you can even see that. Oh, you can't see my password tool popping up. That's the one disadvantage of screen capture here. I have to, with the big screen, is I have to capture a window, not a, although I guess OBS, I might be able to add some other windows in there too. But you can't see things just popping up on here. So this is the stage view here of my site. Home dashboard. And just so it's not confusing, we'll put like that. I would like to do a test migration here. Not migration, update. All right, test update from Joomla 4 to Joomla 5. We'll try this for 10 minutes, and then at 1 o'clock I'm giving up. That's in 10 minutes, by the way. All right. Joomla 4, Beta 7, Joomla 3.10, Alpha 5. No, that's a... Maybe I should check that in Google. Yeah, my first, I think this, this magazine site's up. That was on Roshan. I needn't have worried. I took my laptop and a pot of coffee into my summer house and settled down to upgrade a Joomla 4.3.2 test site to Alpha. My assistant Ziggy joined me, but she was useless. Da, 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 da. All right, so Michael did do this. Boy, you know, I just think I just keep going back to system Joomla update. I think that it's got to be it's not June. Okay, we tried that, right? Save and close. Currently no update. All right. Testing. Save and close. Pre-update for 4.4. No, that's not what I want, right? But I have to disable automatic backups. I have to do that each time here. Interesting. All right, so it's not that. Development. Save and close. No. No. Oh, is it custom URL? Oh, I wonder if it's custom URL. Oh, this might be. Let's see, release candidate. All right. Joomla 5 update test custom URL. All right, let's try this little article here. System Joomla custom URL. Oh, custom URL. Update channel. And here's the update. Oh, okay, so we need to find the URL for that package that Bjorn shared and do it that way. All right, so let's go to the GitHub maybe. Release candidate, 5.0 release candidate. 5, 5, 5, beta. Release candidate. Here we go. Update from a previous version of Joomla. Here's a zip file. I'm going to right click and copy that link address. All right, so here's where I am if you want to play along, for those of you who are playing along. But this is 5.00 release candidate. All right, so I right click from a previous thing. Then we go into wherever we got our Joomla. Oh, this is here. Release candidate. Custom URL. I'm going to paste that custom URL there. And I'm going to go save and close. All right. If you're on the custom URL update channel, this is not an official Joomla update. Okay. Upload and update. I think that's what we do. No, check for updates. Oh, it's not an official update channel. Oh my goodness. It's probably something obvious that I'm missing. It usually is. The update channel is set here. Okay. Bjorn says, I don't think it's possible yet to update from J4. They must be testing that. They must be testing that. Let's see here. I think Joomla Docs was down. Seems to be up now. Well, it might just be Euchred here. I know before that you could just go in here and click and Yep. So all right, so interesting. Now release candidate 2 is out, so let's fix this URL here. No. So where to get it? Let's see here. Here's a custom update server here. All right. Let's do copy. Let's see if that's what we're looking for. No. Here's the update package. Release candidate 2. I think we had that here. It's just not something I do very much and still have not learned. And obviously, it's something I have yet to learn, and also something that is not easy. something that's not easy to learn unless someone shows you, which is probably why maybe sometimes more people don't test. What do we got down the side here? Well, let's try this. Mary, hi Mary. She needs people to make more videos on some things. You know what? My wife Susan has been doing some work for me, and she learned something last night, and I said to her, you should make a video on that. So I've got another license of Camtasia. I think that she would be great at making it. So maybe maybe I'll get her making some videos for the channel. That would be great. She learned how to take off the image in the footer for ACY mailing newsletter last night. So yeah, that would be great. I think it would be fun too, Mary. Of course, I run the risk. It's sort of like a what was the movie that Lady Gaga was in? Oh, A Star Is Born, where suddenly the wife becomes more famous than the husband, and the husband has problems with it. So if Susan starts making videos, maybe that's a danger I'll face. I might just be collapsed. Yeah, Ira says more videos about Template Creator and Template Creator CK, Page Builder CK. Yep. There's new Page Builder CK out with a new interface, which is nice. There's something that was breaking sites, but said fixed it quickly. So I experienced it and sent it to him, and he fixed it. So, all right. Well, that's all right. So we've got this dev update package, and I really think instead of extracting over it, what we need to do is go upload an update. We'll try this one more time. I've already tried this, haven't I? It's not going to work. If I could get it should. The URL is just going to grab the update package and run it. So I do not know. We'll see. We will see. Wait for this upload to happen. Yeah, there's no end of videos that could be made. Here we go. No, that's not the password. That's the password. The update is finished. All right, maybe I will contact, who will I contact to show this to? Olivier Buissard. I'll contact him and see if I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I found something. Maybe I have found something. I just don't know how to read this here. MySQL driver prepare statement. Stage libraries in a database. I could just run this on the. I don't think it's because it's running in a subfolder. It's just SQL thing. So, all right, everybody. Well, there we go. 5 after 1. I went 5 minutes longer on this anyway. So the nice thing is that I can go back here and stage it. Update to J4.4. That's not even that's not a thing that though, is it? How do I get back to... Let's go here. J4. I'm going to go to components. Let's go to stage it. Let's tidy this up. We'll remove the staging area. I also need to remove that Joomla 5 site. And there we go. Whoops, I disappeared. Oh, by the way, orange background because I looked for a new picture for the backdrop last night and I thought I'll do it in the morning, but it was low on my priority list to get going. So I did shave though, so that's a plus. Everybody, thanks for tuning in today. It was fun to look at that. Really, I think in summary, there's apart from this trying to update. Now, who knows? Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. There's nothing in Joomla 5 that's going to break Joomla 4. So there's some neat new things that have been added, but everything should work. So, oh, Bjorn has just shared a link there. Let's see what that is. Oh, yeah, the Joomla 4.4. Oh, yeah. So he has, yeah, so I don't even know that there's going to be, what did I read the other day? Someone was asked the question if 4.4 was coming out. Let's just go to full screen. No, full screen here. There's what he posted there. Just for testing. Yeah, we're going to see. We'll know more as this lines up. Final package out October 3rd. Testing is, I guess 4.4 will come out the same time as 5. We'll see. We will see. Oh, look, I'm missing. I am missing full screen. Full screen. Webcam and cord. There to go. Oh, that got moved somehow. Okay, so back to the thing here. All right, that's good. So we'll keep our eye on that. We'll have exciting weeks in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be gone for the first week of it all. So I'll be watching and monitoring, and who knows, maybe I'll pop on live wherever I am on those. I'm traveling both of those Wednesdays, so maybe I'll pop on and say hi. I know. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Anyways, we'll figure it out. All right, everybody. Let me find this. Live stream will continue in a moment. Live stream. I'll find this admin. Okay, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. Oh, let me find the text here too. Yeah, thanks everyone who's been watching. Ivor, Bjorn, Tony, Mary, others that are just saying bye there and thanks. You are very welcome. And that is great. So as usual, I hope that wherever you are, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that this finds you well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.